Hi everyone, it's Cynthia, the Intuitive Stitcher. This is my third take. I only got in a few minutes into the two other floss tubes, and I just had to check to make sure everything was right with lighting and that I was looking at you and not to the side, and make sure my lettering is that you're seeing it, the words the right way. So, all right, we're going to start over. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Cynthia, the Intuitive Stitcher. Today is February the 9th. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It is almost 7:30 p.m. in the evening. I'll tune into halftime, and I think I'll probably watch some floss tubes that I'm about 3 weeks behind on. So that's what I'm going to do when I'm finished with this floss tube, but I will upload this and have it out. I want to welcome, this is floss tube number 53. I want to welcome my subscribers, and for those of you who do watch, if you don't subscribe to my channel, I certainly hope that you would. I would like to see you like my channel, because I do look at that, how many views I have and how many likes I have. And I also enjoy reading the comments. This last time someone commented and I didn't catch it until 3 weeks. It said 3 weeks, but I don't think that's correct. Because I had my floss tube was 2 weeks ago, unless it was an older floss tube, but I did comment because I usually don't miss those, and I didn't know how I missed it, and I felt terrible about it. So anyway, thank you for subscribing. I did reach 500 subscribers, which is what I wanted to do for the end of 2024, which takes me to my pattern and fabric that I have a giveaway for. I did choose a winner, so I will announce that a little bit after I do my magazine monthly challenge. I will, WIPs, actually, I will get into the winner. So I'm getting messages from my daughters, so I'll try not to be distracted. Now, so thank you for joining and thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate it because I enjoy having floss tubes, and I enjoy reading your comments. I also have my email address in the description box if you would happen to have any questions that you can always ask me there. So I'm going to be looking over here. This is the Magazine Monthly Challenge put on by Carolyn Zook. It's a Facebook page, Magazine Monthly Challenge, Magazine Monthly CrossStitch Challenge, BRRINGO it's called. So this is my BRRINGO board. And then I just wrote down the dates and the number she called. She only calls to the 25th of January because she gives us those extra days to catch up if we need to, which I did need to because I got quite busy toward the end of January. And then these are the prompts. Let you read the first couple of ones that are there. So that's how we choose what we are going to stitch on. So, all right, let's get started. On January the 14th, she called Winter Morn. I can't tell you the prompt because my maiden name is in it, but this is why I chose this one, Winter Morn. It came on this card, which is glossy, so I can't fix that. And this is it. I stitched the white here and some of the white there. Winter Morn. And this is even weave. I think it's 25 or 28 count. I don't know because I didn't keep track when I pulled this out many years ago. I never kept track of what fabric I was using. So that's Winter Morn. The next one was called on January the 15th, number 8. It's called Believe. And what we were supposed to do was think about our favorite movie. Mine is Polar Express. So I like this pattern, Believe. I didn't put any of my I did do this one, the fabric. So I will tell you what the fabric is. It's 28 count even weave light blue. And this is what I did. I worked on the letter B. It's an hour each time a number is called, or 100 stitches. I'm a slow stitcher, so let me bring it back and then I'll bring it in close. I think that it's okay that you can see, yeah, those little trees. So that's where I am on Believe. Very pretty pattern. And it's by Stony Creek Collection. So that is Believe. I'm going to try not to, this is my third take, so I'm going to try not to bump the table. I had to move things a little closer, and I always have to figure out my lighting. And that does not go, yeah, it does go here. It took a while for me to get all of this set up because I don't have a craft room, and oh, I have to put this in there, the even weave, so I don't forget. I don't have a craft room, so it takes me a while to get everything set up. This is my Valentine tree. I took the ornaments, Christmas ornaments, down after my last floss tube, and I put up the Valentines. I got the garland at the Dollar Tree. So the next one that was called on the 16th was number 4. And I don't know why I was supposed to roll the dice to figure out how many motifs I should be doing, and I forgot to roll the dice. I think I worked on this when I was at my daughter's house. I was there for about a week. Well, it was for a week because she went away, and I didn't have my paperwork with me. So this is what I worked on. And this is Black Vintage Sampler. I finished this, and I did some of this, the border. And let me tell you this is Al Forrest Embroidery. So I did get that done. Very nice. It's pretty. Some of you have commented that you like this pattern. I like it too. So next was number 12, Green Christmas by Imaginating. That's the pattern. Green Christmas. And let me show you what I have. Let me get my board. It's just easier. It takes time, but I took things out of my project bags so that I'm not unzipping and zipping. There it is. So I started working on the bow. Coming closer. And this was to do a monochromatic piece. That's why I chose that. It's called Green Christmas. And I can tell you what color green I'm using. The green I'm using is 3818 DMC. 3818. Green Christmas. Before I forget, I need to say this because I might forget. I'm working on a piece called Elizabeth Bennet of Jane Austen, and I had been using black anchor thread 0403, and I ran out of it, and when I went to Michael's, I totally forgot. They don't carry anchor thread anymore. Does anyone know who carries anchor thread? I need one more roll of it. I got it on a thimble. It was like on a thimble. I should probably try Joann Fabrics, and I will. But if you know where I could even order it from, I'd appreciate it. It's black anchor thread 0403. And the tag is in my purse because when I go to Michael's or Joann's, or if I'm going by, then I have it with me. So if anyone knows, please let me know. The next number that was called, oh, everything's falling except the sky. I don't know if the sky is falling. I think that was a nursery rhyme or a story. So we have Simplicity. Number 13 was something that was gifted to me. This was gifted to me by a floss tuber, Taryn Verlee. And Taryn, I think I pronounced your name finally, right for the first time. So she gifted this to me, Little House Needleworks Simplicity. I'm stitching it on a different fabric. It's from Stash. I don't have it written down, but I might have had it written down somewhere. It's like a mint green color, and I think it's so pretty on the mint green. And that's it. Sorry, that was my board. Simplicity. So I did get to stitch the white on the bottom, going across, and I did get to stitch this coming down. It's adorable. Now you can't tell that it's on a mint green. So I'm almost finished with it. Almost. So I was working on that. I'm sorry for that loud noise. I creased the board I used to hold things up with. So that is Simplicity. I thought I had I do have it. I'm stitching this on Zweigart Jubilee 28 count. It's called Mint Green. The next one that was called for is Christmastime. It was number 7. Oh, this is for Simplicity. I don't want to lose that. That's what fell on the floor. Okay. Christmastime, they wanted someone else to choose. That was the number. Someone else. Well, that was the section where you write down what you want to stitch on. Someone else had to choose what I wanted to stitch on. So I had a list of things, and I numbered them from 1 to 3 maybe, or 4, and I asked my daughter to pick a number between 1 and 4, and this is what she picked. She didn't see it. This is what came up. Christmastime. This was a mystery stitch along, and this is from the Fat Quarter Shop. I'm using 14 count Ada natural, and I am using DMC colors. You could use DMC or Classic Colorworks from Fat Quarter Shop. And what I did was I stitched the glove, the mitten. The MER is going to be Mary. and then it's the word little, and then underneath it is Christmas. So I did get that done. I really like the colors. The pink and the red and the green. So that's that one. If I lay these down the way I had them out for you, it would end up being a mess. I know that. On the 20th, number 5 was called Juggling Snowballs. This is not my favorite piece. And this was something from a magazine. So that's why I chose this one. This pattern was from Just CrossStitch, December 2022. Juggling Snowballs. I did like it because what I'm going to do is, when I'm finished with it, I'm going to get cotton balls and make that. Juggling Snowballs. And it was designed by Nora, Nori, N-O-R-R-I-E, of Tangled Threads and Things. You don't know what it is, but I got the buttons and I started the scarf. Let me get something behind here. Those are the buttons, this is the scarf, and then this is going to be the face. And then everything else, the feet. So I did get the scarf, the lower part of the scarf is finished. I did quite a bit of work on that. So, yeah. So I worked on that. Like I said, this is not my favorite. The fabric was, I think it was from Silk Weaver. I'm pretty sure it was from Silk Weaver fabric, so I don't know what color it was. So if you want to know, you can always comment or email me and I will tell you what I know. The next one that was called is number 20 on the 21st, Cats and Hearts September, and it was what has inspired you, which pet inspired you, and I have had black cats. So I chose this pattern, Kitty and Me Designs by Pamela Kellogg. I chose to work on that one. Now, there's a Flosstuber who does a lot of these. She does them every month. She does one every month, and she works pretty fast. Her name is Stitchin Mommy, Sarah. I can put her link in the description box if you do want to check her page, her YouTube page, her Flosstube page. You can take a look and see all of the ones that she has done. And what I did was all of the bottom here. Now this is supposed to be brown, but I don't like brown, so I stitched it in purple, the heart. So under those apples is what I stitched. So I did a lot of purple instead of the brown. I think it looks nice. I like it. So that was that one. I have a few Kitty and Me Designs patterns. Sorry for the zipper. So. Number 11, So It Begins. Bothy threads. I'm doing it in the turquoise color, not the pink. this was a kit. So everything came with it. The floss, the fabric. I want to say the hoop. Maybe not the hoop. 14 count speckled Zweigart Ada with pre-sorted stranded cottons. Backstitch and yeah, that. And I got you pick your bobbin color, which was the turquoise, and a 7-inch hoop was included. So this is artwork by Hannah Dale. And I stitched more of the brown for the little mouse. I stitched that in there. Next time, I don't know, I should finish the mouse. I really should next time. But I do like that, the teal colors in the thimble. So I really should do that. So that's that piece. Okay. Number 21, Spring Quaker was next. By Primrose Cottage. And that we were supposed to pick something that was part of a series. And I think this is part of a series. So I picked that one. Now let me tell you what I'm doing this on so that I'm not being confusing to anyone. So I'm using 503, which is a green. And the fabric I'm using is Rooted in Grace Notes Fabrics, linen, 28 count. That's the fabric that I'm using. It's very pretty. And this is it. Ignore this. I got this at the retreat. Grace Notes retreat. Which is right near me. Grace Notes retreat is the retreat was close to Allentown at a hotel, and I'm not far from there. So that is it. It's on green. Isn't that pretty? If you see a mistake, let me know. In that motif, let me know if you see a mistake. So she has really pretty fabrics. I want to order more from her. I have pink from her also that I really like. And I showed that last time on my last Flosstube. The pink that I have from her. So that is Spring Quaker. The next one that was picked was Colorful Cats Confetti. Now I don't want this to scare you, because it looks like an alien or something. And that reminds me, my daughter has a cat, an orange-colored cat. She got him from the shelter where I volunteer at. His name is Sebastian, and his eyes are almond-shaped. He's little. He has like I guess they call it like a club foot, and he's little. But anyway, with his almond eyes, one time she had someone come in when she was selling her other house to do some repair work so she could, before she sold it. And the man fell in love with Sebastian and said, "What kind of cat is that?" And I said, "An alien cat," because I was joking. And he said, "What?" And I said, "Well, look at his eyes. They're like almond shaped." So it was funny. There were a lot of drones around my daughter's house in that area, but there were always drones when you looked up in the sky. And she said to Sebastian, the mothership is here for you. So when I said the word alien, I thought of that story. It was funny. Sometime I'll show you a picture of him. So this is Colorful Cat. She just had a cat that passed away. His name was Spaz. She got him from my shelter as well. And his health was deteriorating. So he just passed away a few weeks ago. So now she has two, Sebastian, and she has a black one, Ninja. So this is Colorful Cat's Confetti. And this was inspired by a zodiac sign. So I got this sent to me from Kitty and Me Designs, Pamela Kellogg, for my birthday. Now, I should do some back stitching so it doesn't look so scary. That's it. Doesn't it look scary? And I'm sorry. So I stitched the heart up here. I don't know if I can get that any clearer. I stitched that heart. I'm using metallic thread, gold. This is the green, the pink, and the blue is metallic. That's called for. So, yeah, I didn't want to scare you showing you that, but that's what she will be. It's pretty. So that was, I chose that because it's my birthday piece. Okay, last one. Portrait of Veronica was number 1. And they asked you to stitch on. I'm sorry, I'm looking here and there and there. I'm not even looking at you at the camera, so I apologize. I should be looking at you, not everywhere else in these containers and my notes. So I'm sorry. I'm spending more time looking at all of this, getting it organized, than I am looking at you. Sorry. This is Portrait of Veronica by Nora Corbett. They asked you to stitch on a fancy lady. And that is her. I like the green teal colors. So I did a little bit of stitching on this. The thing is, when I do stitch on this, you really don't see a whole lot. I stitched over here. All these empty spaces are going to be beads. Ignore this, but I ended it because I have to go back down and finish that. So it's her dress. And then over here is part of her arm. Those few stitches. I was going to do that. And then I thought, no, I want to work on the green. Because the arm is a lot of half stitches. So I really need to concentrate on that. But she's pretty. I'm going to change the chair because I don't like brown. So I might change that to a gold color. Let me know what you think. Could do white, gold. I don't want to do black. It's too dark. So that is that one. And that was the end of BRRINGO. So I'm excited to see what she's going to be doing for April. I am 29 minutes in, so I have a few more things to show you, then I'm going to wrap it up. hold on. Blue Rhapsody. Now, I have had this for so long because, and unstitched, unstarted, because I didn't know what colors I wanted to use. This is Blue Rhapsody, Rosewood Manor. I wanted to do it in blue, but I did not like the variegation, because I saw someone do it in blue with the variegated threads, and I didn't care for it. So, my gosh, did I spend time at Michael's? Ridiculous. Looking for colors, buying different blues, buying different pinks, buying different greens, and trying to match something, and I just could not. So I was with a few stitching friends, I think it was last Saturday, and I had this number 341. Well, now you're going to see it. I don't want you to see it yet. So I had 341, which is this. It's like a periwinkle. You might not be able to tell, but it's like a periwinkle right here. And I took it to show the ladies that I was stitching with, and I just couldn't still make up my mind. And this was supposed to be started in January, beginning of January. And then a stitching friend of mine who was sitting across from me, she had a lot of floss in her bag, and she said, "What about this?" Because the dark that I was using was too dark, and I was stitching and I said, "I don't like it, I don't like it." So this is what she pulled out, and look at how pretty that is together. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So thank you, Sue. That is 793. I went to Michael's as soon as I could to get more, because while I was there, she gave me a strand. Isn't that pretty? I like it. I really do. So now I will be doing more of the lighter color over here on the top. So it's very pretty. Yeah, I like it a lot. So thank you, Sue. Yep, it's very pretty. I'm using 28 count linen. I thought it was even weave, but it is linen. And those are the numbers that I'm using. Yeah, so thank you. That is that. So that is BRRINGO. Now the winner. I'm going to keep all that together. And this goes with it. I want to keep everything together. I did get all my floss for Blue Rhapsody, except they only had limited on the one floss. And I looked to make sure that it was the numbers for the die lot. So I'm short 2 of one color. But if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is. And that might happen with my the black piece that I'm doing, Jane Austen. Because if I can't find the right 0403 anchor, it's not gonna match. But there's nothing I can do about that. The winner of the drawn thread pattern and floss is Chris Polster. That is Chris Polster's. When she comments, when all of you comment on my YouTube, it says at so-and-so, and this is Chris. So Chris, you are the winner. Get in touch with me, please, and I will see that you get this. And I included the floss, which I told you last time, which is, it's that. It's a, like an antique ivory color. It's linen. Yeah. So, Chris, you're the winner. Not many had mentioned the word house in the comments, so I didn't have a lot to pick from, but Chris, you are the winner, so congratulations, Chris. And like I said, get in touch with me, and I will see that you get this. Now, magazine, that's all for magazine monthly challenge. I'm finished with that, but the Facebook page, Magazine Monthly Challenge, also does a cross stick. And I'm not doing the regular acrostic. I'm doing my birthday. She has a Magazine Monthly Challenge birthday month acrostic. That's the one I'm doing. I'm not doing the February normal one. I'm doing the birthday one because I just won't have enough time. So that's everything that I'm going to be doing. I have them here. Well, in fact, I'll show you the one that I already stitched on. This is my Elizabeth Bennet Twin Peak Primitives. This is the one I was telling you about. That I'm sorry about that red. That holds my needle. I worked on the book, and then I ran out of the 0403. So that's what I need to find. So I will be doing that. I'm not going to go through it. I'm Pisces, so that's what I'm doing. All Cats Are Gray in the Night is a little challenging because the pattern, there's something wrong with the pattern, but I'll give it a shot again. So that's what I'm going to be doing for February for the rest of the month. And that's really enough for me. And I'll show you all these next time because it's getting to be 38 minutes. Because I'm going away at the end of February for a couple days. So I won't have a lot of time in February. So I'm just only doing those for stitching for the rest of the month of February. And my birthday's on the 24th. I'm sorry. I have to get comfortable. That wasn't a very nice look. My birthday is February 24th, and that's when I'm going to come back to you with Winter Rose Manor and what we'll be stitching next. I have a stitch along for Winter Rose Manor for those of you who are stitching with me. Chris, my friend Chris, I gave her free reign, I think that's what we call it, to choose what's next. So I'll come back to you February 24th with just Winter Rose Manor. And I'm going to show you where I am on that. WIP Go I'm not going to do, even though I circled them for January and February, because I just know that I won't have time. And I can always catch up with those later. That's my WIP Go board. So, yeah. January is Blue Rhapsody, and I did start that. So, that's fine. Winter Rose Manor, stitch along. This is what we're working on. If anybody wants to join in, if you have this piece or if you've just gotten it, by Brenda Gervais. What we stitched is we stitched the flowers up here. We came all the way down with the flowers, and then we stitched the diamonds. I think they're called diamonds. The white on the top and comes down. What we're stitching now for the month of February is this medallion and the little, I think they're snowflakes, but I'm not sure, around that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what we're stitching for February. So on February the 24th, which is a Monday, before I go away, I'm going to show you what we'll be doing for the month of March. Winter Rose Manor. My throat is getting dry, so I know I've been talking too much. I'll start back here, and then I'll move up. The thread is variegated. And there's my medallion, because I want to finish it before I leave. I'm a slow stitcher. And I don't know what I did, but I did order and didn't get it, or I didn't order it at all. The floss that's going to go around on the outer part of this motif. It's like a cream color. I looked everywhere and I don't have it. So I placed an order with 1, 2, 3 stitch. And now, you know, you can't just order floss, because they say, you know, you can't have something travel alone in the mail. So I got what I call Stitcher's Lotion. I like that lotion. Usually the CrossStitch shops have them, and we don't have any CrossStitch shops that are close by. So I ordered Stitcher's Lotion, and I ordered Christmas Quaker, or Quaker Christmas 2, because I like that. And you will know what it is if you've seen it already, because I'm going to tell you the words at the top is, "Oh, come all ye faithful." And then it's all Christmas things. And it's done, I think it's done in red and green. I'm going to pick my own floss when it gets here, and my own fabric. So I had that on my wish list. So I ordered that. It's a huge piece. And let me tell you, Lori from Once Upon a Stitch is stitching that. And she just showed that on her Flosstube. Like I said, I'm behind with Flosstube, so it was 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks ago. She did have that out. It's gorgeous. So I did order that. I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I did order that. So I have that coming on Wednesday. Then I can finish this, you know, Winter Rose Manor, the section that we're working on, and before I leave. I think that's it. So, like I said, I'll do the Winter Rose Manor Stitch Along February 24th, which is a Monday. And I'll come back to you with a regular floss tube to show you everything I've done. First or second week in March. Probably the first week of March when I get back. So I'll show you what I was stitching on for the month of February. I will take something with me and to stitch. And I'll tell you where I'm going on February 24th. I'm not going to tell you now, but it's going to be warm and sunny. So I'll tell you on February 24th where I'm going. Some of you might even know. Maybe I let it slip a while back. But anyway, it's 44 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up, put everything back where it belongs. But first I have to look at the video and then upload it. And then we're done. So thank you for watching. Stay warm. It's been cold here. We've had snow and ice. Northeast Pennsylvania, and just stay safe if you have bad weather and you're traveling, because it's not nice. It's not nice to be outside. So thank you for joining. If you have any questions, remember to comment or leave me an email. My email address is in the description box. And I'll probably list everything that I worked on so that if you have any questions, you can always go to the description box to see the name of the pattern. Okay. Thank you for joining me. And I hope this video turns out okay, that you're all happy with it, and that don't feel like I was ignoring you because I'm looking this way, getting my things, and looking that way and not looking much in the camera. So I do apologize for that. But anyway, stay safe, everyone, and have fun stitching your pieces. Thank you. Bye.